After striking a baseball, a bat moves in some pretty odd ways, like what we see here. How did the middle of the bat get behind the handle and the tip of the bat? I'm Professor Casey Wagoner, and today I'm going to use some physics to explain the bat's movement. Let's start with this clip where things get even more counterintuitive. After contact, the bat appears to vibrate up and down its length. If you've held a bat, this is probably surprising, because it sure feels like a rigid object. But for people who have played baseball or softball, wringing hands from a vibrating bat is a familiar experience. So what gives? Even though baseball bats are rigid objects, when encountering substantial forces like those put on them by baseballs, bats can change their shape. This is taken to extremes in situations like this clip of Miggy Cabrera. The large force has caused the bat to vibrate as we saw before, but Miggy's hands have also put a large force on the bat, trying to counteract this vibration. In fact, the force from Miggy's hands is so large that it breaks the bat. So how can we understand the bat's movement? It turns out the behavior of the bat is the same as a guitar string that has just been plucked. Like with the plucked string, when the ball strikes the bat, a wave is sent down the length of the bat. Ultimately, a standing wave is created on the bat, with nearly every spot on the bat shaking violently. This shaking is exactly what the batter feels when they've mishit the ball. But here's where it goes from just fun info into real results. This understanding of the bat's deformation exactly explains the bat's sweet spot. Anyone who's played enough baseball or softball can tell you that when you hit the ball on just that right spot of the bat, it feels so sweet. So what is that sweet spot? Well, remember when we said that nearly every spot on the bat was shaking violently? When there's a standing wave on any object, there are a few spots that don't move at all, called nodes. The position of these nodes is dictated by the object's material and shape. On a guitar, this explains the difference in the sound produced by A and G strings. On a baseball bat, if the ball strikes a vibrational node, the bat won't vibrate, no matter how hard the ball hits it, and in turn, no wave is created on the bat. So how do we turn this information into a home run? Well, even worse than the hand-wringing that comes with the wave-like movement is the fact that it takes a lot of energy to create a wave on a bat. And conservation of energy, one of the fundamental laws of nature, tells us that if some energy goes into the bat waving up and down, less energy remains for the ball when it leaves the bat. And this all adds up to the ball having a lower exit velocity. Here, Marco Scutaro has hit the ball with the sweet spot of the bat, and it doesn't vibrate. This means that his hands don't hurt and he's transferred the maximum amount of energy to the ball, ensuring it goes as far as possible. So the next time you hit the ball on that sweet spot, I hope this new understanding helps you enjoy it that much more.